Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going back in time to the golden age of American automotive design, the 1950s. And the star of today's show is none other than the legendary 1955 Ford Thunderbird, the first-generation T-Bird that became a symbol of class, freedom, and the American dream on wheels. Our review model is finished in a stunning red color that perfectly captures the spirit of the 50s, bold, passionate, and unforgettable. So, buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the timeless beauty, craftsmanship, and performance of this classic icon that defined an entire era of motoring excellence. The Ford Thunderbird was more than just a car when it launched in 1955, it was a cultural statement. Born from Ford's ambition to compete with the Chevrolet Corvette, the Thunderbird wasn't just about performance, it was about style, luxury, and comfort. Ford called it a personal car, meaning it was built to satisfy both the thrill of driving and the desire for sophistication. And even nearly 7 decades later, this red beauty still turns heads wherever it goes. Exterior. Let's start by taking a slow walk around this masterpiece. The exterior of the 1955 Ford Thunderbird is a perfect blend of elegance and muscle, a design that balances curves and chrome in a way that few cars have ever managed since. This bright red finish just pops under the sun, reflecting that mid-century American optimism that defined the post-war automotive boom. The long, low stance, the clean lines, and the subtle tail fins, everything about this car screams classic Americana. Up front, you get the signature egg crate grille that immediately grabs attention. The round headlights are beautifully integrated, giving the Thunderbird a confident yet friendly face. The front bumper wraps smoothly around the edges, with twin bullets that almost look like jet turbines, a nod to the aviation-inspired designs of the 50s. Every detail, from the chrome accents to the Thunderbird emblem on the hood, was carefully crafted to exude prestige and power. Move along the sides, and you'll notice how compact yet commanding the car feels. The 1955 Thunderbird rides on a 102-inch wheelbase, giving it that sporty, roadster-like stance. The sweeping body lines flow effortlessly from the front fenders all the way to the rear, where things get even more beautiful. Those rounded rear fenders, the circular taillights, known as jet afterburners, and that classic rear bumper design are pure vintage perfection. And then, there's that removable hardtop, one of the car's most iconic features. It was designed to give you the best of both worlds, the security of a coupe and the freedom of a convertible. With the top off, the Thunderbird transforms into an open-air dream machine. And let's not forget the details, those wide white-wall tires wrapped around chrome wire wheels, the gleaming badges, and the twin exhaust outlets that peek out just below the rear bumper. It's the kind of design that stops people in their tracks, even today. You can feel the craftsmanship and pride that went into every inch of this car. Interior. Now, step inside this beautiful red Thunderbird, and it's like stepping into a time capsule from 1955. The interior design is pure classic luxury, stylish, comfortable, and beautifully detailed. Ford wanted the driver to feel special, and they absolutely nailed it. The cabin layout is simple yet elegant, with everything oriented toward comfort and pleasure. The first thing you notice is the two-tone red and white interior that perfectly complements the exterior. The leather seats are low-slung and wide, offering plenty of room to relax and enjoy the drive. Even after all these years, they still feel surprisingly comfortable. The dashboard is a work of art, featuring a sweeping design with chrome-trimmed gauges and switches that look like they came straight out of a fighter jet cockpit. Every knob, dial, and lever has that satisfying mechanical feel, a reminder of the era before touchscreens took over. Right in front of the driver sits the large, thin-rimmed steering wheel with the Thunderbird logo at its center, a symbol of pride and power. The instrument cluster features a speedometer that goes up to 150 miles per hour, along with gauges for fuel, temperature, and oil pressure. It's beautifully symmetrical and easy to read, even when cruising at speed. The chrome accents continue across the dash, giving it a sense of luxury that few sports cars of the time could match. Down below, the center console houses the simple controls for the heater and radio, both essential luxuries in 1955. Speaking of the radio, it was a premium feature back then, offering AM tuning through a push-button system that added a futuristic touch. You can almost imagine cruising down Route 66 with Elvis or Frank Sinatra playing through those old speakers. The Thunderbird's interior wasn't about minimalism, it was about making a statement. Even the door panels and carpet were detailed with contrasting colors and chrome strips. The visibility from the driver's seat is excellent, especially with the top down, and the cockpit feels airy and inviting. The combination of bright red paint, chrome trim, and smooth lines creates an atmosphere of timeless sophistication that makes every drive feel like a special occasion. Performance. Now let's talk about what's under the hood, the heart of this beautiful beast. The 1955 Ford Thunderbird came standard with a 292 cubic inch Y-block V8 engine, known as the Thunderbird Special. It produced 193 horsepower and 280 lb-ft of torque, which was impressive for its time. This engine was mated to either a 3-speed manual transmission or Ford's optional Ford-O-Matic 3-speed automatic gearbox. When you fire up the engine, you're greeted with that deep, throaty rumble that only an old-school V8 can deliver. It's raw, it's mechanical, and it's pure music to any car enthusiast's ears. The throttle response is immediate, and the car feels eager to move, whether you're cruising along a boulevard or opening it up on a long stretch of highway. It's not a lightweight sports car by today's standards, but for the 1950s, the Thunderbird offered the perfect balance between performance and refinement. Acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour took around 9 seconds, which was quite respectable back then. But the real joy of driving this car isn't in its speed, it's in the experience. The steering is smooth and direct, the suspension soaks up bumps with grace, and the engine delivers a satisfying surge of power whenever you push the pedal. It feels confident, comfortable, and incredibly stylish on the road. The Thunderbird's ride quality was another highlight. Ford engineers tuned the suspension to provide a smooth, almost floating feel, making it ideal for long-distance cruising. This wasn't a hardcore sports car like the Corvette, it was a personal luxury cruiser designed to make every mile enjoyable. The combination of the powerful V8, smooth transmission, and rear-wheel drive gives it a classic, balanced feel that's hard to replicate today. Braking, of course, is handled by drum brakes all around, which can feel a bit dated by modern standards, but for its time, they were reliable and effective. The car handles predictably, with a nice balance between comfort and control. It's easy to see why the Thunderbird quickly became a favorite among Hollywood stars and wealthy buyers who wanted something that looked and felt truly special. Prices review. Now, let's talk about value. Back in 1955, the Ford Thunderbird had a starting price of around $2,944, which was quite a lot of money for that era, placing it in the premium segment of the market. But what you got for that price was a car that combined the style of a luxury coupe with the thrill of a sports car. It was a car that made you feel successful, sophisticated, and free. Today, of course, the 1955 Thunderbird is a highly sought-after classic. Depending on condition, originality, and rarity, prices can range anywhere from around $40,000 for a well-used driver to over $100,000 for a fully restored or showroom-quality example. Collectors love this model because it was the first Thunderbird ever made, the car that started an entire legacy. Its combination of beauty, engineering, and historical significance makes it one of the most collectible American cars of all time. Owning one today isn't just about having a car, it's about owning a piece of American history. The maintenance is relatively simple compared to European classics of the same era, and parts availability is still decent thanks to strong aftermarket support. But above all, the joy of driving a 1955 Thunderbird, especially in that bold red color, is something truly unique. It's not just transportation, it's an experience that connects you to a time when cars were designed with passion, pride, and personality. So, what makes the 1955 Ford Thunderbird so special? It's more than just its looks, its sound, or its performance. It's the feeling it gives you, that sense of timeless freedom, elegance, and individuality that defined an entire generation. In a world of computerized cars and digital dashboards, the Thunderbird reminds us what driving used to feel like: pure, emotional, and unforgettable. If you ever get the chance to sit behind the wheel of one, do it. Feel the rumble of that V8, watch the sunlight bounce off that red paint, and take a drive back to the 1950s, when style was everything, and the open road was calling. The 1955 Ford Thunderbird isn't just a car, it's a living legend, a rolling piece of art that continues to inspire car lovers around the world. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the classic 1955 Ford Thunderbird, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more vintage car reviews just like this. Drop a comment below and tell us, if you had the chance to own one, would you pick this red beauty or go for a different color? Until next time, keep your engines running and your passion alive.